and welcome back to my nail corner. I am really excited about today's mani. I'm looking at it on my hands right now and I love it so much. This is a kit that just recently released with Double Dip, and it is a collaboration with Miranda from Corgi's Wine and Nails. So of course it was going to have lavender in it because that is her go-to color. And look at those gorgeous pinks. It's just like the perfect combination, and I'm not even surprised because she has the best taste and the most gorgeous nails. So of course her kit was going to be bomb. The kit is called I Pink, I Lilac You. How cute is that? I love it so much. So today I am using 3 colors from that kit. I have the pink, which is Wanderlust, and then Lilac Dreams, which is the light lilac, and Pearlescent, which is a really beautiful glitter. It's kind of like a white glittery base with a super cute pastel, I guess small or chunky glitters. I don't know what you call those size. Anyway, you'll see in a minute. I had my French dip tray out because I considered using it for this technique that I'm going to do in a few minutes here. But I just wanted to show you guys that that's available at Double Dip, so it's an option. I'm using cupcake liners for this particular video, but a French dip tray, if you have one on hand, would also work for this. So I'm going to do a couple of solid nails and then I'm going to pop back in and do an ombre, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently than I've done in the past. So maybe a new technique to you. Stay tuned to check that out. So I'm going to go ahead and apply 2 dips of this pink on my pinky and my thumb. I love this color. It is just like a really nice medium pink. I would call it warm toned, which I love because I feel like warm toned colors suit my olive skin tone better than cool tones. But either way, gorgeous, gorgeous pink, and this mani just like screamed Mother's Day weekend to me. So that's what I went with. So yeah, Mother's Day weekend. That's this weekend. That's tomorrow because you're going to be watching this on Saturday. So happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers out there. And I do just want to say, like, I know Mother's Day, you know, is a celebratory day, and that's awesome. And I just want to remind you guys to like show a little extra love to people in your life that might struggle through Mother's Day. You know, like I love that things go around on Facebook now that say, you know, remember the mom who's longing to have children and has not been able, or remember the woman who, or the people, not even just women, but people who've lost their mother. You know, I often reach out to my brother on Mother's Day specifically and tell him I'm thinking about him because, you know, for 30 years of my life and 32 of his, that day was all about our mom, and then we lost her. And that's not just a thing that I feel heavily on Mother's Day, but her son as well. So just, you know, reach out, remember those people in your life that might be struggling on Mother's Day. But then also do take time if you are a mother or you have a mother or a mother figure in your life to just really celebrate them. Because it's a fun kind of opportunity to do that and just show extra appreciation to those people in our lives. So I've learned over the past, well, it's 5 years since I lost my mom, and it was really hard because, like I said, Mother's Day had always been about her for 30 years. So I tend to take time to myself, you know, the day before or on Mother's Day, and then celebrate with my kids and my husband sometimes a different day, you know, but I try to separate my grieving and allow myself to have that time because I think it's really important, and then just embrace the fact that I am a mother and I'm privileged to be so, and just kind of celebrate that separately. So anyway, lots of thoughts and emotions, and that had nothing to do with nails, and I don't have to go anywhere because here we are about ready to ombre. So I was fumbling for a minute trying to decide what I was going to do. So I poured out those powders into these cupcake liners. You're not like being deceived. They're huge cupcake liners. I think they're like muffin tin liners or something. They're big, but they'll work. So I am going to apply base to my entire nail, and then I'm going to use my ombre brush to sprinkle the first color. So I decided to go, I think I do the lilac on the base of this nail. Yes, I do. So You want to start on your skin, kind of at your cuticle, and then just work your way up the nail. It's better to start low and move your way up than to have overdone it in your first application and then it's hard to fix. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, which you've seen me do before. So you're like, why did you say this is a new technique? But what I'm going to do is, instead of sprinkling on the other color, I'm going to, I don't know how to put it. You'll see, I'm just going to put my finger like right into the powder. I'm kind of sliding it in and then just making sure I'm covering all of that base and then just letting it soak in for a second. Now, what's so fun about this and doing it with this kit that Miranda created is that this is kind of her method. She calls it the lazy girl ombre method. And I love that because she's so cute. And really, I'm like, it's the smart girl ombre method. So I wanted to try it out and show you guys, because if you've struggled with an ombre or getting like the tap correctly or the scrub ombre, I thought it would be fun to show you a different way to try it out. So after I do that, I moved on to my other nail, and this one I'm going to do in reverse. So I'm going to do the pink at the cuticle line and then the lavender at the tip. Same thing, just sprinkle it on, get it to where you want it. It's nice to kind of raise your brush up higher, if that makes sense, like further away from your nail as you get a little bit higher. It helps kind of disperse the powder a little bit, and that really helps that ombre technique to happen. Notice that I flip my nail upside down to tap it off, because otherwise, if you angle your finger down, you're going to tap that powder like right onto the wet base that you want for your other color. So now I kind of let that lavender soak in, and we're going to do that a second time and be done. So you'll see how this creates a really nice ombre look. The blend is really great. So I encourage you guys to give it a try, and just make sure that when you go tap on that color and then you're ready to go into the next color, just make sure your base is still semi-wet. You don't have to move super fast with this method depending on the base liquid you're using, but with double dips in particular, you can see this, that first application was all true time speed. I didn't speed it up at all. So that should give you an idea of I didn't have to rush it. I took my time and it worked just fine. So I'm gonna let you guys watch for a minute here. I'm going to apply the Pearlescent color, which is the glitter, on my ring finger, and then I'm going to clear cap everything. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes to check in with you guys and wrap this up. all filed and buffed, and I loved the way that this turned out. So I hope you guys do too. It just felt so springy and just reminded me of, like, I don't know, a field of flowers. It's just so, I love these colors so much. I can't say enough good things about them. If you didn't get your hands on them yet, make sure to hop over to Double Dip's website and see if they are still available. The kits were getting pretty low in count, but maybe they're going to restock a few. So keep your eye out on that. And if you need a discount code, you know, Kate25 will save you 25% at the Double Dip store any day. So check that out. I am using the Double Dip, I guess it's like a sister brand, Bellavina. It's sold on their website, on the Double Dip website. I'm using their base and top coat, gel base and top coat for this mani. I don't know why, like, I just kind of go back and forth between dip and top coat, and today I was in a gel mood. So I am applying gel base, because if you apply gel top coat over dip powder, a lot of times, because you've buffed it smooth, your gel top coat will tend to peel. So if you're going to use a gel top coat over dip powder, I highly recommend doing gel base first, cure it for 30 seconds, and then apply your gel top coat. After you apply your gel top coat, you want to cure it for 60 seconds, and then you're done. So be sure to try that out if you're experiencing peeling. The other thing you can do is use a bond. So if you have Mia's Secret Extra Bond, or Young Nails Protein Bond, or Triple D Ultra Bond, all three of those are bonding agents specifically for gels. It is not the same as a pH prep or dehydrator. Those are great for before dip powder application, but not at all the same thing. So a gel primer or bonder will act kind of like double-sided tape, so it'll just help your top coat stick. So consider that if you have peeling issues as well. I am going to finish up this mani as per usual with my Candi skincare, Cuticle Candi. I love it so much. This is Twilight Woods. I've been super into this scent recently, and I just love it. They say, I think I've heard somebody say it's like a female version of the cologne Fierce. So if you're familiar and you like it, definitely check that out. And I have a discount code for Candi Skincare as well. So I hope you guys have a great day, a great Mother's Day weekend, and I will see you in my next vid. Bye now.